What's going on, guys? It's your man Ed Hayes here, back for another episode of the Wholesaling Mastermind, guys. What is going on? Let me just turn that off.
The
What is
pattern
going on?
is powerful
Turn
in
this
that it
off.
deceives the.
I was up in here checking out a little audio book. Let me see if I can turn this. Let me see. Hold on. What's going on, though, guys? Out here back for another episode of the Wholesaling Mastermind. Out here trying to provide some free game to you all tonight. Y'all know how I get down. Real quick, let me just see if I can. Let me see if I can just get this into landscape. Here we go. Should work. Rotate device. Rotate device. I don't know what's going on here, y'all. Yo, what's cracking, bruh? What's going on? Let me see if I can just work this out like this. Let me see. Man, y'all. Yo, what's going on, Big D? Brian Knight. What's going on? What's going on? What it do? What it do? Greg, I see you in the building, bruh. What's going on? Man, I'm trying to get this stuff together, y'all. I don't know what's going on. We in here. Okay. I see you, boss man, my man. What's going on, brother? What's going on? What's going on? Appreciate all of you all coming out tonight, guys. What's happening? Definitely want to get a nice, good chat in with y'all today. See, I'm doing a little bit of a different scene today or whatever, because I want to be able to, go ahead and hop on the whiteboard today, y'all. We're gonna hop on the whiteboard. We're gonna really chat it up. I'm gonna write some stuff down. I want to give you all I've got some pointers of some things that I want to talk about and stuff like that, so you all get as much as possible from this session. All right. So I'm still trying to see if I can get this rotation down on the phone or whatever. What's going on, William? What's going on, Williams? I see you, Fort Worth, Texas, in the building. Okay. Yeah, man. How am I going? Let me see. Let's see. Real quick, y'all. Real quick question. When I turn this like this, can y'all still see me? I mean, does it still look normal if I turn it like this? It's so weird, huh? It says it's telling me to rotate my device, y'all. Whoa. You said half my face? Alright, hold on real quick, y'all. Hold on real quick. This thing is tough. We see you sideways. God damn it. What the hell? I'm not sure what's going on, y'all. That's so weird. God damn. Alright, let me see. How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna get this to stand up like this? What you think? You got any ideas? Maybe I end up, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna use this little mini tripod right here. Real quick. Man, y'all trying to get it together though. Hey, but what's going on though? Y'all talk to me. Let me know what's going on. You said, how can you get a lease option property, Brian? I don't know why that deleted. That's weird. Yeah, that's kind of weird. We see you sideways, homie. Okay. I'm trying to get it together now, y'all. Bear with me. Got Candace over here putting in work, So, Brian, though, you talking about getting that lease option property. Honestly, bro, it's really just about the opportunity. You got to find a property owner that's actually in that type of situation. Now, more often than not, if you're looking for a lease option opportunity, oh snaps, it's gonna be like a situation where that owner may have like a really high mortgage and like it just doesn't work with a regular wholesale model. Those are more likely to be the time that you would be looking for a lease option. So what I would probably do in that situation is look for people who have lower equity than others. That's a good way to kind of try to find those people. What is going on here? I don't know. I was just about to set it right here and just turn it upwards. You said you done broke the leg off. You said you done broke the leg off. All right. Hey, we trying to get it together, y'all. Okay. All right. But it's not going to stand up, though. It's so weird. Looking good, my man. Good old Dan. I see you out here, Dan. What's going on, Dan? How you doing? Hey, Dan, it was good having you out at the session last Friday. Let me see. I don't know if this is going to work, y'all.
Needs to
I'm
be
having
upright.
I'm having a few technical difficulties over here, but just bear with me, y'all. But let me see. Let me try to pop open this chat. Don't have this open. You said it got dark over there. Whoops. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I was standing in front of the light. Yeah, let me turn this. All right, guys. So I'm trying to work this out for y'all tonight. Low key, I'm actually about to take my little jacket off. Whew. All right, I need to figure this out. All right, guys. So tonight, though, I really wanted to talk to you all about some different types of strategies to actually start getting out here, start trying to get these properties, start trying to get these deals. Now, it's a variety of different ways, and I feel like, I spend a lot of time talking about like some of the standard ways. I spend too much time talking about some of these really kind of niche strategies, but strategies that are starting to become a lot more mainstream. And I want to put you all on to some of these strategies, especially with the fact that I'm starting my brand new YouTube channel. In fact, the very first video for the brand new YouTube channel is going to be in just a few days, guys. So I'm not sure I don't think that the link is in the description of this video yet, but I'm probably going to go throw it in afterwards. So if you're watching it in the replay, check out that link to the other channel, guys. Go subscribe to that in advance. So when I drop that first video, you all are already there, right? So some of the strategies that I want to talk to you all about tonight is going to be some online marketing methods. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit different. I want to give you all something different, something that's actually going to set you apart from the competition. Now, most people, when they go out here, we try to wholesale properties, we end up just doing the same standard things, right? Like we cold calling, we send a direct mail, ringless voicemail, drops text messaging, things like that. I want to put you all on to how to set up Facebook ads and like some of the fundamentals when it comes to that, how to start up online funnels so you can automate a lot of this stuff and you don't have to do everything yourself. This is super key, guys. Any sustainable business model involves some sort of automation. There's going to be a form of automation inside of every successful business model. So I want to use this session to give you all some of those automation strategies to be able to help you out as much as possible. I'm trying to get this camera together. Let me see what I can do. Hold on one second. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if we can work this out. All right, hold on one second. You say you definitely need some help with that, huh, Aaron? I got you, bro. I got you. All right, let's see if this will work. Let's see, hold on. Oh no, this not gonna work. All right, let's see. All right, y'all. I may have y'all have to look up on like an upwards angle, but let's see. Hold on. Slide that back a little bit more. Trying to make it. Oh no, it looks so weird. Here, let me see. All right, that should probably work. Actually, let's see. All right, let's see. All right, we're gonna try to work with that, guys. I hope that's working for y'all. What y'all think about that? Can y'all still hear me and see me good though? Yeah. Hey, Dan says great get together for all that sadly missed it. Yeah, that's very, very true. Yeah, that's cool right there. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Frank, let's go back to the way we just had it. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Hey, Dan, it was all right. You said good to go, my man, Dan. I appreciate that. Looks good right here. All right. So yeah, y'all can see me, y'all can hear me. Okay. Can hear you, see you, but we can't see the board. Damn, you say you can't see the board? I can see the board. That's weird. I can see the board. Or maybe it looks a little weird. All right, but here, look. I'm just gonna go ahead and erase this. All right, now we can go ahead and get to business, y'all. We got the technical difficulties figured out. So let's just go ahead and dive into this, y'all. So I'm gonna try to make this as valuable as possible. I don't want to waste y'all time out here. I don't want y'all to just come out here and not gain something. You say, okay, now I can see it. Okay, the right way. Independent investors. I did my first Facebook ad, but I learned real quick that it ain't cheap. Any advice on how to get more specific targeting? What's the average cost per lead? Great question, independent. All right. So matter of fact, I'm gonna use that question right there as the starting point. You say you can only see the tippy top of the board. I'm not sure what's going on. That's kind of weird. But all right, though, look, just make sure that y'all listen in real closely, though, guys. On my end, it looks like, okay, you said you can see it all in full screen. Okay. All right, so independent, I'm going to use your question as actually like a starting point to kind of break down like these online funnels, Facebook ads, and things of that nature. All right, so let's just go ahead and dive into it. So you asked, independent investor asked, like, what's the average cost per lead? And they said that they found out real quick that that it can get really expensive. A lot of people think that, right? And it can be at times if you're doing it right, but you want it to be expensive because you're buying customers, right? But specifically, independent, I want you to realize that you choose your own budget. So Facebook is never going to charge you $1 more than what you charge yourself. So if it was expensive, you probably should have selected a lower budget since you're just getting into this. So don't start off doing $100, $300 a day or something like that if you're not some Facebook guru. But so just keep that in mind, everybody that thinks that it's super expensive. You can literally do $1 a day. Anybody that thinks that's too expensive probably shouldn't be in all reality. But and then like for another question that you asked, like what's the average cost per lead? It really, really varies on the creative, right? So the image, like what people see when they actually come to your ad, and then like what the next page looks like and what the next page looks like as well. So all of that stuff is super, super key. So it really varies. But I would say like if you're getting about $2 to $3 per lead, I don't think that you should be complaining about that, especially if these people are coming back on the other end and you're making $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 per deal. So whatever that amount is, I'm sure you won't be spending $5,000, $10,000, $20,000. Okay, let's see, real quick. Wagner says, what's good, bro? I left my 10K on a 107K deal, literally fall out my hand when my phone just broke when I was about to call a buyer. Go look at the home on my, oh man, that's messed up, Wagner, that's sad. Okay, so real quick, so let me just keep this going. So when it comes to your online funnels, right, there's a lot of things that you gotta consider. So like I was saying, independent, like you gotta choose your own budget. You choose your budget. Then you want to also choose your targeting. So that was a question that you was asking as well, like what types of people should you be targeting? Well, what I like to do, well, one of the things that I like to do, I like to find people that have been searching like Realtor.com, Zillow. To be 100% honest with you, the targeting on Facebook is not like super amazing when it comes to targeting these homeowners. But somebody that can search, well not search, but you can add in your targeting homeowner. It's like a characteristic of them. And like you can really kind of deep dive this when it comes to like what types of people you want to be targeting. So I would say take some time and really kind of go into Facebook Ad Manager, get familiar with it, trying to get used to the targeting that it allows you to be able to do. And from there, you'll be able to kind of see what you have available to you, use what your target market research has already told you about that market, maybe like how much money these people are making and things of that nature. Maybe if you're targeting the north side of Chicago, you probably want to be targeting people who are homeowners who also have a net worth of like $250,000 or more. Something like that, so you can get more strategic, more niched down to the actual person that you're trying to get on the phone with. Okay, so you can also use like bandit sign type of ads on Facebook. That can work amazingly as well. We buy houses ads on Facebook, but don't get me wrong, Facebook doesn't really like a lot of text in their ad, but there's ways for you to get around that, and we can talk about that as well. So let me just check these comments. Man, how do you find them for targeting? So Joe, like what you'll do is that you'll go into the Facebook Ad Manager, and like as you're going through like trying to create your ad, it'll give you options to specifically target very, very specific people. It's up to you how much strategic specific marketing or niche targeting, I should say, that you want to do. How much does Facebook charge for ads by clicks, or we play fat rate up front? Boss man, like I was just saying, Your budget is 1,000,000% up to you. You choose your budget. You can do $1 a day. So it's really up to you. But I would recommend about nothing less than $5, preferably like $5 to $10 a day to begin with, so you can really start to kind of test the market as soon as possible. Matt says, "Yo, what's good? Ed, been a minute. I've been grinding. Quick question: when you're targeting a tax delinquent list, what's the minimum unpaid?" Oh man, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. the minimum unpaid amount to target, I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. I can't really even tell you that because like I don't discriminate by how much they owe. So like I'm grabbing all of them as long as they're at least 2 years old, as long as they have property that may have been delinquent for more than 1 year and they're residential. I'm snagging every single one of them. I don't even look at the tax amount that they owe for the most part, to be honest with you. So anyway, like when it comes to an online funnel in general though, guys, you guys got to know that there's a lot of different pieces to that puzzle, right? You got to choose your budget. You got to choose your targeting. You got to choose your creative. And you got to really you got to have that money to spend, right? So you got to have a budget, right? So you got to have that money to spend to actually be able to get something back on the other end. And I want you all to be very, very aware that this stuff is not free. Now, it's not like you can choose whatever budget you want to, right? But if you really want to be getting volume, like I said, I would recommend between $5 to $10 a day. In other words, that's about $150 to $300 per month minimum. Is what I would recommend to do online ads anywhere. Google, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, it doesn't matter. Single people might want to work the divorce list. You might be able to buy a home and get a date. Hey, that's so true, Dan. You ain't never lied, though. That's a 2-for-1 right there. There you go. Go ahead and hit the divorce list. And you know Chicago has got so many lists for absolutely free, or just Cook County in general has so many lists for free. You can get the vacant list, the tax delinquent list, you can get the probate list, you can get so many lists for free. So take advantage, y'all. And like Dan said, look, you may mess around and get you a hot date out here. You know, that's a 2-for-1, you know. Hey man, y'all funny. So yeah, though, guys, I just want y'all to know that it's a lot of different things that you need to consider. How do you get the divorce list? Man, I'm not even sure. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not exactly sure the process. I can't remember, but I have seen divorce lists before. I have seen people with divorce lists. We don't target them ourselves. But yeah, though, guys, make sure that y'all ask me any questions. If y'all got any questions about doing online funnels and things of that nature, feel free to ask. I could definitely help y'all out with that. But that's definitely gonna be what's good, Coach? Getting them for free on county sites. Hey, Chuck, I just sent you an email a little while ago too, bro. But yeah, wait, what did you say? Let's getting them for free on the county site. Yeah, all of those. You can get them for free on the county site. So I highly recommend check them out. Don't let those opportunities. People don't put enough value on free out here, and free things are the things that you can't replace, you know. And like, so make sure that you put value on those free lists. Why spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on leads when you can literally get them for free? The city wants you to wholesale those properties in all reality. Love it. I'm on it. Hey, I hear you. Okay, the right way, Chuck. Let's see. William says, how do you get the code violation list? I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. That's another one. It takes like strategic methods or like sites that you gotta go to be able to get these lists. So I'll probably end up making a video on like some of these separate lists, but I do have a video on the tax delinquent list that I just recently put onto the channel, so definitely check that out, bro. But like if and when I get that information, I'll definitely be talking about it in the session soon, or make a video about it so we can talk about it. But yeah, though, guys, I want y'all to understand that online advertising, I feel like, is the wave of the future. And another thing that you all want to consider as well is audio. A lot of people want to save time, so you really want to optimize your brand for audio. You want your brand to be recognizable when people say, okay, Google, I want to sell my house in Chicago. You want your brand to be the one that comes up.
My apologies, I don't understand.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like Google is going to give you an answer every time. Y'all hear me? Hey, real quick though, real quick for me, guys. I got 13 people checking out this live stream. Do me a favor and hit that like button for me, guys. It does a lot for the channel, and it helps YouTube show this video to other people, guys. That's the only thing I ask in exchange for providing this value, is that y'all hit that like button. I would appreciate it. So anyway though, so I'm going to erase this right here. And I want to dive a little bit more into just like some other niche strategies as well. So like we got the online marketing, right? I think in our reality, like I said, online marketing, the podcast, YouTube videos, all of these tips and techniques, just like they work for like social media influencers or coaches and just anybody in any area, they also work when it comes to people wanting to sell their houses. You have no idea how many people reach out to me asking me to sell their houses, or buyers that want to work with me and things of that nature. Relationships are everything. So as you're putting out value or content for, your intended or sellers, I just feel like that's the most logical and valuable way to actually be able to help sellers out. Maybe it's that like you start up a YouTube channel surrounding the idea of like, hey, this is how you sell your house, or like homeowner things to know, stuff like that. So like little ways to kind of niche yourself down some, so then you can appeal to people who actually want to sell their homes. Real quick, let's see this. Joe says, Ed, I've been hitting phones hard about 8 hours a day, 200 calls. I have a few leads, but I don't think I'm calling a correct list. I'm calling unknown equity. What list would you recommend? So Joe, like when it comes to that unknown equity list, if it was me, I wouldn't want that one personally. I wouldn't want the unknown equity. I want to know the KPIs of my business. I want to know what's making that difference, and I want to know what type of equity situation these people are in before I just start calling all of these people and spending my time. That's our best asset, right? So when it comes to unknown equity, I would probably X that out, right? But if it was me, what I would be targeting is high equity. That's what you really want. You want people that own the whole house. The higher the better. The more equity they've got, the better. That means that the more money that you could potentially net on that deal. Okay, because if they've got low equity or random equity that you don't know, then you're kind of just shooting it into the dark. You're hoping and wishing that you're going to be able to get a deal. More often than not, these properties that get sold really quickly, from my experience at least when it comes to wholesaling, is properties that have a high amount of equity already, or the property owner owns it outright. Okay? So Matt, Dan says at the courthouse is where you can get the list. Bang, bang, bang. There you go. All right, real quick. So you said 8 hours a day and 200 calls too, Joe. So it's like you putting in work. So it's really all about just staying consistent. Like I talked about in the live mastermind session, consider the fact that you may have to make 600, legitimately 600 to 1,500 calls, legitimately, to actually get a deal. And that's in like a good case scenario to where everybody only has like 3 phone numbers. Okay, so think about it like that. Remember that. These are like global percentage rates. We're real life talking about 0.2 to 0.5. A lot of times, depending on how good your funnel is, like how many people you're targeting, and a lot of different factors. So keep that in mind. Like you can't expect too much to be happening, especially if you're only like targeting like lists and things of that nature. But 200 calls a day, you're doing what I recommend people do already. So don't think that you're not doing enough. Just stay consistent with it. Keep calling and keep improving as you're going along. Make sure that you're listening to those phone calls afterwards so you can improve those calls. Get better. Get better on the call. So you want to be making like little micro improvements in your conversions. So like the calls that do go good, you want to go back and listen to those calls. Or if you don't have a recorder on your phone, go back and just think about it after the call. Write down some tips and techniques that actually worked the best on that call and kind of go from there. You want to be using the best strategies every time. So William says, do you know of a business phone where you can change the call ID to say motivated seller or cash buyer so you will know who is calling? William, what I would recommend is use CallRail. And when it comes to CallRail, what you'll end up doing is you'll set up your account, and like when the people actually call in, you can set it to where there's a little message to where like you answer, you say hello, and then the phone says call from bandit sign, or like call from da 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 da, and it'll tell you exactly like where that phone call is coming from pretty much. So that's what I would recommend to be able to distinguish which phone numbers are calling you. So that that's a huge way to be able to track everything that you've got going on. And tracking is extremely important. I call it one of the pillars of running a successful, sustainable wholesaling business. But in all reality, for any wholesaling business, Julian, what's going on, my man? How you doing, brother? Long time no talk. What's been going on with you? Good to hear from you. Good to see you out at the Mastermind session. So Kim says, I thought I had a deal until the seller told me he wanted 110K. ARV 165, needed total rehab from roof down. Lord have mercy. I offered him 37.5. Do you think that was too low? Definitely not. Definitely not. That was probably about what you probably should have been offering, if not less than that in all reality. You said ARV 165K, he wanted 110K. I mean, but like you said, you thought that you had a deal. I mean, just because he wanted 110K doesn't mean that it wasn't a deal, though. Just for the record, like you still could have got it for lower. Just because they want more doesn't mean that they won't sell it to you for less. Just keep that in mind. So don't ever think it's over until they've told you completely, definitely not, no chance at all, da 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 da. Kim, it's never too low. Bang. Dan right there, exactly. Dan tells you. Joe says, God, it was absentee owner, unknown equity. Yeah, like, Joe, don't get me wrong. I don't want to discourage you. I don't want to make you think that your list is a piece of crap, especially if you got a ton more leads to call on that list. Me personally, it's just that, from my experience, people with higher equity tend to actually be more likely to be able to sell and actually go through with the sale all the way through. And plus, you don't have to have, like, creative financing buyers. Like, so if you've got the money to take these properties down yourself, then you should probably just be trying to take them down yourself and just try to wholesale them instead of trying to do like the creative options. If it was me, that's what I would be thinking if it was me, especially if I was right at the beginning. Kim says, what do you think about texting the list? I think that it's an amazing idea that's working really, really good for us right now, Kim. So I highly recommend text message marketing. Actually, if you check out my guy CC Garland, he owns the Facebook group Wholesaling Houses, Wholesaling Houses Future Alliance. He owns that group, so if you go join that on Facebook, he also created his own text messaging platform, so I highly recommend checking out his text messaging platform. A lot of people inside of his group are utilizing it and getting great results, so I highly recommend that. Yeah, hey, Dan says it right there, call real rocks. I truly appreciate it. I mean, I truly agree as well. I'm reading Joe's message at the same time. I truly agree as well, Dan. It's really, really good. And you can get up to like 10 phone numbers just on like a basic plan, and you can differentiate where your calls are coming from. It's kind of like a must-have if you're doing a decent amount of marketing. You can't really go without it. You need to know what's working. Joe says, thanks for the knowledge, man. Appreciate it. Taking notes. I'm glad, Joe. I'm glad to hear that, my brother. I'm glad to hear that. Chuck, William, never mind. He knows better than me, laughing but serious. Kim says, thanks. You're very, very welcome. Kim, when they say they wanted 110K, I say I wanted to be handsome. Exactly. People in hell want ice water, but we can't all get what we want, right? That's something my pops used to say back in the day. People in hell want ice water. Sometimes you can't get everything that you want. You got to let these sellers know. And in all reality, a lot of times sellers are just playing hardball, and you got to be able to break through that ice and break through into reality in all reality. Because a lot of them are really delusional, so it's really up to you. You're the professional in these situations. You're the one that's got to be like, hey, look, I do this all the time. Now, like, I know, like, you know, you're a homeowner. I know that this is a very emotional moment for you, and most homeowners I know, you guys are only going to sell 1 or 2 houses in your entire life, so I understand how important that this is to you. But just know, Ms. Johnson, that I'm right there for you, and I'm going to lead you through every single step in the process that needs to happen for us to be able to get to the closing table and get you cashed out so you can move to Florida just like you told me that you wanted to. I know you ready to live your best life, Ms. Johnson. Like, that's how you got to be talking to them. You got to let them know, like, look, I'm here for you. I got you. You got to lead them along. So a lot of times they may be saying 110K. They have absolutely no idea what the market value of their house is. So keep that in mind. So vacant leads work for you, Ed? Greg. Yes, all day. Like they literally work for everybody. It's not just me. I promise you that. I promise you that. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, I promise you they work, Greg. So, but specifically, go out, do some driving for dollars, Greg. Like just go outside, walk your community, take a bus ride, get an Uber, take a drive around your community yourself, and tell me that you don't see vacant houses. And when you reach out to these people, tell me that they're not trying to sell them vacant houses. And the best thing about vacant leads when you're actually going out there to drive for dollars to get these leads is that they aren't on anybody else's list a lot of the times. And you're like, you can even tell when you've got that golden gem vacant property, especially if you live in the area and you all the time you see this property and it's been fine, they've been taking care of it. Things happen, people die, like bad things happen to people, and then they end up having to sell the property. So just be aware of what's going on there, even in your personal community, right there in your backyard, because trust and believe, if you're not, some wholesaler that literally lives on the other side of the country is out there taking your money, because you're not aware of what's happening in your own city. So if you ask the question, do vacant leads work? Yes, they work almost best. They like the best leads out there. Driving for dollars still is dominating everything else when it comes to actual return on investment for me personally. So I highly recommend it. Let's see. Chep says, have you ever double closed in this market? I hear it's almost non-existent. Chep, I haven't personally. But there's a man right here in this chat who can help you out with this very, very well. And his name is Dan Clarden. You see him commenting right there. You need to reach out to Dan and he can show you the game, guys. He about to change your lives. I'm trying to tell you. So just know, it's people out here that can put you onto the game. And like some people say that like it's non-existent or that like, but trust me, it's happening out here. Trust me, it's like, let's put it like this. I haven't personally done a double closing, but I've been involved with a crap ton of deals where the buyers did a double close. Well, like they purchased it and then they was just like, so essentially it's just a wholesale deal. Nobody can tell you that you can't do a wholesale regardless of the law. And a double close, essentially, you just buying it and then you selling it again. It doesn't necessarily have to happen within like 24 hours, if you get what I'm saying. So if you need to hold on to the property, it needs to be like a little seasoning period for it not to be considered like a quick flip or whatever, you know, they want to try to justify it as, with them trying to stop people from doing it. I'm sure that you'll still be able to do it. Joseph says, I'm 17 and I'm in high school soccer team. How do I get into wholesaling? Hey, Joseph, hey, man, it's a lot of opportunity out here. I'm telling you. First and foremost, you know, I would say deep dive. Do some learning, bro. Hop on YouTube. Check out my channel. Subscribe if you're new. Get some of this content inside of your life. I'm pretty sure I've seen you on some other videos or commented on things that I've had before in the past. I remember your name. So make sure that you're learning as much as possible right now. And like as soon as you possibly can, start taking action. Just because you're 17 does not mean that you can't do what you need to do to start rocking and rolling out here. And especially like if you're in Chicago, you need to be preparing to get your real estate license immediately. So by the time that you're 18, you've already got the education and the knowledge, the expertise necessary to go out there and start rocking it, bro. So I'm glad that you're 17 and you actually on this stream. That means that you actually care about your future, unlike most people. For real, at that age of 17, most people don't care. They don't start caring until they're like 25, 26. They realize they're getting older and that they can't get those days back. A word to view as wholesaling houses is illegal, by the way. Hey, Bubba, it's definitely not illegal, but you know, some states try to make it harder for you. Let's put it like that. Not entirely true. Hey, Coach Stem says, a seller tried to sell to another wholesaler. I already filled a memorandum. Other wholesaler called trying to work out a deal to release the memo. I haven't heard back in the last 3 weeks. How long? It seems like there should be more there, Coach. It feels like there should be more to that message. But that sounds like that's real messed up, man. And at the end of the day, you got to remember, man, these contracts are just pieces of paper, like in all reality, you know. And a lot of times, like going through the legal processes of trying to get people to, you know, commit to a contract or whatever it may be, it's usually not worth the money, honestly. So if the seller wants to sell to someone else, just let them sell to someone else. That's my best advice. Chalk it up as a loss, move on to the next one. Don't waste too much time on people that don't want to sell you the property. They're not technically obligated. They can be, but they don't, like, you don't have to, it's ways to get around it. Let's put it like that. Unless you're going to sue them and spend tens of thousands of dollars potentially, I would probably forget about it, Coach. Dan says, remember, they need to sell a property. You don't have to buy a house, meaning they need you more than you need them. Exactly. And that's major right there. Dan just broke it down. Once again, Dan said they need to sell a property. You don't have to buy a house. So they already need you more than you need them. That's so key. You got to remember that. Remember, you're calling these people to try to help them. It's not the other way around. It's not the other way around. So you're in a position of power, of leverage, and you need to utilize that when you're talking to these people, and make sure that you're being the professional and leading them down that path at all times, guys. Y'all can make it happen. Seriously. Let's see. Kim says, true people search can be time consuming. Can you recommend a skip tracing company that works well and doesn't cost a lot? Well, I mean, I can tell you one thing. I personally do offer skip tracing myself. My company, we offer that. It's 30 cents per lead. I'm not sure whether you would say that that's expensive or not. I'll also, once again, my man, CC Garland, he also offers skip tracing as well. So if you want to join his group, Wholesaling Houses Future Alliance, I highly recommend it. You can get that from him as well. I'm not sure how much his costs, but that's another company that you could look into. But just know that, like, it's still gonna. You said that it works well and doesn't cost. Yeah. So yeah, definitely check out either Motivated Seller Leads. If you grab a set of leads from Motivated Seller Leads, then we can skip trace them for you. Now with CC Garland's system, I'm pretty sure that he'll just skip trace your leads for you, but they just have to be formatted a certain way. So there you go right there. Let's see. Bubba says, the most important thing is to invest in property that have lower sales value than the appraisal value. Lower sales value. Well, yeah, you definitely need to buy it. You need to buy it for less than what it's actually worth. Exactly. Greg says, you're right. I have a pre-closed home, but he is located in Texas, not Tennessee. I'm going to send him a mailer. Okay, I see you. Coach says, how long do you leave the memorandum in file? Okay, there we go. Should I try to call the other wholesaler and see what's up, or just sit back? If it was me, I would probably just sit back, to be 100% honest with you, Coach. Dan says, life is an equation of what you know and who you know. Now you know me, and I can show you not only double close, but you won't need transactional funding. Exactly. So who was that asked about the double closing? Who was that asked about the double closing? I want you to realize, Chet. Hey, Chet, I'm pretty sure that you're still there, Chet. If you are, just know, like, look, Dan Clarton, he's the man. Him and his partner, Joe Mueller, they out here. They putting y'all on to the game. And especially with the new law going on right now, it's a lot of value that these guys are going to be able to provide to you all in your wholesaling business. So I highly recommend them. Check them out, guys, and you all can still be able to do these double closings, but not only that, not need transactional funding. That's major gems right there. That's major game. So get up on it. There's people out here that's trying to help you, legit, honest people. So there you go. That's a resource for y'all right there. So whether y'all listening live or in a replay, take action. Reach out to Dan Clark. I'm sure that you can. Dan, if you want to leave like a link inside of here, or if you want to, or y'all could just search them on Facebook. I'm pretty sure that you all will be able to find them. So Shalik says, Ed, are you going to get your real estate license because of the new Illinois law? I was considering this, Shalik, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm most likely going to end up getting it, though, to be 100% honest. It's a very high likelihood, but then again, though, at the same time, me and my family are considering leaving from Illinois next year. So, I may not get it. I may just say forget it and just start actually trying to get my real estate license in the state that I'm going to be moving to once we move from Illinois. All right, so let's see. You buy a vacant dump, and most likely you are going to have to pay liens as well as code violations. That's extremely true, Bubba. That's extremely true. That's another thing that a lot of people have to consider. A lot of wholesalers don't even add into their numbers when they're talking to these cash buyers trying to sell them a property. They're not talking about holding costs, closing costs, lien costs, the water bill costs, especially that water bill. Woo! No, they don't play no games with that water bill. I see that be 20, 30, 40,000 all the time. Like, what is going on here? It's crazy. For real. Dan says, Ed gave the perfect answer, coach. Always be moving forward. Yeah, seriously. You don't want to be wasting no time. That just seems like a dead mission to me. Like, why waste so much time on a person that's pretty much already told you that I'm moving on to somebody else? You know, that seems like a messed up mission to be on. Chet, okay, I see you out there. Yeah, Chet. You know, so Dan's got you, Chet. Definitely reach out to Dan right there. He can put you on to the double closing and without having to do it with the transactional funding. Rod Lewis, what's going on, Rod? I see you out here, bruh. What's up, bro? This is my first week wholesaling. I have 2 under contract already. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, that's inspiration right there, for real, man. I need to take a screenshot of this one. Yeah, I don't want to mess with the phone. But for real, though, man, that's inspiration right there to a lot of people. You know, as long as you out here taking action, you're going to be making moves. You're going to be making stuff happen. Now, it's not going to happen like that for every single person, but just know that it's possible, y'all. If y'all out here taking action, it's possible. And that's all it needs to be, is possible. If other people are doing it, you can do it too. You just got to have that faith. You got to have that belief. You got to have that expertise as well. You got to know enough to actually make it happen. For real. So let's see. Dan says, sorry, the meeting is all about the new law, etc. The meeting is all about the new law, etc. Yeah. Wait, yeah, I'm not sure what you were saying there, Dan. Hold on real quick. Man, my wife called, so I missed what y'all was saying, but I'll find Dan and get in tune. Hey, okay, the right way, Chip. I'm glad. That's all I was pretty much telling you, Chip. I was just telling you to reach out to Dan because he can put you on to the transaction. To the double closing. All right, so Dan says, Bubba, good reason to get a get a title. I'm assuming this is trying to say like a title search from a title company. That way you won't waste the buyer's time on a deal that won't close because of all the back taxes, water bills, city violations, etc. Exactly. So yeah, I know what you're saying, Dan. Essentially, Bubba, what Dan is saying is that you need to make sure that you can go and find from the actual city exactly what's going on with this property. It may cost you $100 to $200 or whatever, but go ahead, spend that money, do the title search, find out what's going on that property. Bang, bang. There you go. Get a track search from the title company. All right, real quick. Chef says, dang, Rob, you the man, bro. Good luck. Make it happen. Hey, there you go, Rob. There you go. Some extra juice. Hey, Boss Man says, congrats, Rod. Congrats, Rod. Kim says, congrats. That's what I'm talking about. It's possible as long as you are trying. That's so true, man. That's so true. You got to be putting in work. Hey, real quick, though. So, Rod, why don't we just dive into that real quick? How many calls did it take for you to get those 2 properties under contract? This is a real life experience right here. People want to know that. How many calls did it actually take you? How much work did you have to put in? Even though you've been working for a week, how much work did it actually take you though? All right, let's see. Where you from, Rob? What market you in? Yeah, check for real. Rod says, when it comes to title companies, doesn't matter which one you use. Like example, if I wanted to use Title Max, could I? Yeah, you definitely can. You can really use, as long as they're wholesaler friendly, then I would recommend them. You know, you want to be working with a title company that's going to charge you the minimal amount of fees, and you also want them to be extremely familiar with what the wholesaling process is, with signing contracts, with double closings, and everything that you may even want to get into. You may even want to ask them about subject to deals and creative real estate options as well. The title company should be your right hand men and women in getting these deals closed. For real, your title companies, your lenders, if you use those, like all of it, it's certain pieces to the puzzle that you're going to need to be able to consistently get these deals. All right. How do you find pre-foreclosure properties? Propstream. That's a way to grab them right there, bro. Ooh, I'm sweating out here. I'm sweating. Hey, but Propstream is one way, though, Wagner. What markets are in the Midwest are hot? Definitely Cleveland. You know, it's a decent amount of sales. Oh, thanks, man. It's a decent amount of sales going on in Chicago as well. You could try Indiana. I'm trying to even see like what all states I even considered the Midwest. But yeah, I just keep it local for the most part, though. Honestly, personally, especially lately. My bad, y'all. Got to get a little energy in me real quick. Been a super long day. Been out here putting in work, y'all. Trying to change lives on a daily basis. You feel me? Takes a lot out of me. Hey, boss man, that was a great question from Rod. Oh, you say you in South Bama. I'm down south in Bama. Okay, I see you out there, Rod. You say you putting in work. Okay, real quick. Ron says, out of 15 people I talked to, I got 3 to lock in with me. That's nuts. But I'm not gonna lie to you though. I say all the time, like, when you were like in maybe like a smaller community, or like you're targeting like a smaller populace of people versus like a Chicago, a New York, a California, when you're targeting a smaller area and there aren't many other wholesalers out there, if any, you're gonna be the man. It's like, this is like the obvious choice, the obvious road to lead you to success, power, riches, everything that you want in life. If you're in a small city, all you gotta do is try. And there's gonna be so many people like, yeah, you're the only person around here. All the buyers gonna work with you, all the sellers have to work with you. It's like you're just gonna dominate. The realtors are probably gonna get really mad at you, but everybody else is pretty much gonna be on your team. I'm telling you, this is super important. So Ron, speaking of that though, Ron, make sure that you're also in communication with the facilitators, my man. If you've got 2 properties under contract, make sure that you've got attorneys or title companies, you've got like other people that you could potentially JV with. Make sure that you've got those relationships on point, because those facilitators are going to be, a lot of times those are going to be the difference makers on whether you actually get this deal closed or not. Especially when you're just first starting off, you're not going to have all of the expertise necessary a lot of times to actually push these deals through the pipeline. So you've got to have the right people in place to make it happen for you, bro. Keep that in mind. For real. Excuse me. Let's see. Rod says, bandit signs work for me also as far as generating leads. I'm glad to hear that, bro. Bandit signs can be major. For real. We actually just like created some brand new bandit signs ourselves with a little bit more of a creative approach. So for all of my Chicago people, you will probably see those bandit signs somewhere on the west side of Chicago soon. So seriously though. All right, real quick. Dan says, long day, question mark. Longer than 24 hours? Hey, not quite there yet. You know, I'm getting there. I'm pushing it, Dan. I'm pushing it. Rod, Virtual Lion Solution says, what part of Bama? Rod says, yeah, my market doesn't have that many, so I'm about to oversaturate my market with bandit signs. Exactly, Rod. You want to literally take over a market. Like, use my Craigslist domination strategy if you aren't using it already, bro. Like, get on Craigslist and start dominating. Like, post like between 5 to 25 times a day on Craigslist until they try to block you or something. Like, pretty much take it to the max, bro. Do the maximum that they'll allow you to do. And then also with the bandit signs, you can use stickers, text messaging. There's so many different things. Flyers even. That's like a cheap alternative to a bandit sign. So many different options that you all can use to start getting a massive amount of traction. You don't want to just come into the market and kind of be tinkering with it. You want to literally come in and just dominate everybody from the jump. You don't want it to be a lot of time in between the time that you come on to the time that you start dominating. You want to become a household name immediately. Imagine a company like Hims, how they took off for like the hair stuff that they sell, or like Dollar Shave Club and other companies that just came out recently, but they are literally household names now because they didn't just tinker with it. They were literally on radio, they were online, they were on YouTube, they was everywhere that you were because they wanted you to buy they Dollar Shave stuff, you know? So that's what you need to do as well. For all of us, that goes for any business that you're trying to run. Attention is the name of the game. Can't stress that enough. All right, so, he says that he's in Montgomery, Alabama. Okay, I see you out there, Rod. You say you in the field, bruh. You say you in the field, bruh. I see you, bruh. Yo, what's going on, Lorenzo? My Lorenzo, my brother, how's it going, bro? How's that deal coming along, Lorenzo? What's going on with the lady? Have you talked to her? What's the update, bro? Let's talk right here. What's up? So Chip says, Rob, were you driving for dollars or did you pay for leads? And Coach, what's the best paid, less lead generation source to your experience? Sorry if you answered this. It's all good, Chip. So what I would recommend, the best paid lead generation source. That's a great question. If it was me, what I would recommend, recommend like a multiplicity of things, but all evolved around online marketing. That's where the eyeballs of the world are at right now. Even 70-year-old ladies are walking around with brand new iPhones. So it's like you need to be in the phone. Before it was the newspapers or the radio or the television. Right now, it's the phone. If you are not in the phone, you do not exist. Just accept it. Accept it as reality. It's so much easier to swallow, okay? So keep that in mind. That's what I would recommend is like Facebook and Google ads. Number 1 and number 2, those are what I would recommend. Especially, even with Google, especially like it's pay per click. Like people, they go to Google when they're trying to solve a problem in life. Don't you? Like literally everybody goes to Google when they're trying to solve a problem in life. How do I get rid of this big bump on my face? How do I whatever it is. How do I sell my home fast in Chicago? Bang. Now they see you in the search results because you paid to be that number 1 thing. If they're 70 years old, they don't realize that that's an ad and they don't care. They just click on the first thing so they can get the problem solved. So keep that in mind. It's like we're in a pay-per-click economy. We are in a very short attention span. I need it now type of economy. So you want to be the person with the solution right away. So the best paid marketing strategy that I can give you, the online advertising, bro, hands down. No question. No brainer, in fact. No brainer. For real. From my experience. Let me just kind of throw that in there. You know, that's just my opinion. Okay, Kim says, would I still go to the attorney in Georgia to close the deal if someone found a house with me in another state? So, Kim, when it comes to that, you're really going to be having to use title companies and attorneys in the state that the property is actually located in. 9 times out of 10, that's what you're going to have to do. And you can use this other options like notaries and stuff like that, where you may be able to make it happen depending on your title company. But yeah, I would recommend using the title companies and attorneys in the state that you are wholesaling the property in. Okay, so Chef says, I've been on Craigslist search and getting nowhere. You saying making posts is a better alternative? A Craigslist search, what do you mean, Chef? Like, are you searching for like what exactly are you searching on there? Let me know. I'll try to answer that quickly. Wagner says, do you think the recession that might happen will make wholesaling better? I definitely believe that the recession that's going to happen is going to make wholesaling definitely better, for sure, like undoubtedly. But just keep in mind though, Wagner, when I say wholesaling, what I really mean is that it's going to make wholesaling better. It's going to make wholesaling better. So like you're going to be able to purchase these properties, put them right back on the market for the low, maybe just do a clean out or do nothing to it and earn $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 off of it. I believe that that's going to be the new market that everyone is going to want to get into at the time of the recession. Now, last time that we had a recession, and I think it was like 2007, 2008, everybody ran away from the market. This happens every single time. Life is cyclical. The market is cyclical, okay? So just know that this is on repeat. So it's like people can't make this stuff up. Everyone's going to run away. It's going to be a crap ton of homeless people and people who need to rent. Now, and because you've been wholesaling from right now until the time that the recession happens, now you've got up that arsenal of cash so you can go in, be the cash buyer, take these properties down, and make a shit ton of money during the recession. So yes, that's why I say that wholesaling is going to be even better once the recession hits. Bang, bang. Hope that helps. So Jeff says, yo, just want to show my appreciation. I'm trying to get my money together, but when I start paying for skip tracing, I'll pay 30 cents to support this revolutionary. Hey, my man, Chip, I appreciate you, bruh. Hey, you know, even if you just need 100 leads done, that's only like $30, bro. So holla at me. I got you. Just reach out, my man. Just reach out. So Rod says, I generate leads through bandit signs. I then go Facebook and find for sale by owner homes. Okay, I see you out there utilizing multiple options. All right, so Lorenzo says, I spoke with the lawyer today. Okay. He's supposed to get back with me. I sent him the address and pin to the property, and the lady just waiting for me to send her the contract. Bro, you gotta send her that contract soon, bro. Let's go ahead, let's get that wrapped up. If you can get that contract sent out tonight, if possible, Lorenzo. Try to get that contract sent out tonight. Like I said, make it for like 10 grand, just the price that she wants to be able to walk away with. Let her know that it's going to be contingent upon that water bill amount. Oh, excuse me. And put your inspection date out into the date of closing. That's what I would do. So let's make it happen, bro. Let me know. Hey, Virginia. I see you out here, Virginia. What's going on, Virginia? Good to see you. So Chef says, and Coach, common sense ain't always so common. You ain't never lied, though. I've heard this and applied it to my other ventures, but been lacking in this industry. I'm only been studying, though, ready to get my skin in the game. I hear you, brother. That's where it's at. You're going to learn so much more from actually diving in, getting some of these experiences yourself. I love to be able to do these sessions and provide you all with answers to questions that you may have burning up inside of you, to save you the time of having to go watch some random YouTube video. You got somebody out here that's actually in the field that can give you that answer right here live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central, guys. You know I'm out here. Anyway, but yeah, though, bro, you know I got you, though. And like I said, you know, most of that learning is definitely going to come in the field, bro. So I'm glad that you're about to dive in. As always, you know, if you need help, if you need a coach, reach out and you can apply on the site. You already did that. I've already responded back to you, bro. So we can try to make something happen. I'm looking forward to hopping on that call with you, bro. For real. So Virginia says, can you give us the best formula that you use to give a rough estimate on repairs based on their square feet and etc.? Please, especially when giving offer and having to consider estimated repairs. All right, Virginia, that's what I'm talking about. All right, let's do this. That's a great question, Virginia. Let's do this real quick. So, what I like to do, and this is real simple, honestly. I really don't even have to break it down like too crazy, because I think that it's really, really simple enough. And so what I like to do is this: if a property needs like minimal repairs, then I'm pretty much going to be doing 10, right? So just keep these numbers in mind right now. This is what I'm going to multiply by. So I'm doing 10 times the square footage. If it needs like very light repairs, essentially, if it just needs like a little facelift, nothing at all major, boom, by 10. Every property needs some type of repairs, pretty much. So never just put nothing for repairs. Everything needs something, right? So the buyer can make it their own, if nothing else, right? So then if it needs like medium repairs, we're talking about 25. Usually around the 25 mark. Now, this can vary just a little bit, you know, like 25 to 35, right? And then if this property is like a full gut rehab, and it needs like a crap ton of work. I'm talking about realistic numbers. We talking about 50 to 60% around about. It can be as high as 60, depending on like the size of the property and things of that nature, the condition and stuff like that. When you start getting up to this point, this may be a tear down in all reality, so you need to think about that. If it gets up to a certain point, it may be a tear down. So don't put yourself in that situation when you put all of your energy and effort into a property that probably needs over $100,000 worth of repairs. So you know what I'm saying? So because most people aren't going to be looking for that. So you really want to give yourself the best opportunity to win. You really want to be looking for properties that's going to fit somewhere up in between 10 to 35% of the square footage. So let's do a practical situation with this, right? Real quick, let me get a better pen, give me a marker. Let's do a practical situation, right? So we got a 1,500 square foot property, right? And it just needs light to medium repairs. It's like real light, nothing too major. Maybe like the floorboards are kind of coming up a little bit, but you could tell that it's not like water damage or anything too major. You know, like maybe the walls need to be repainted, a couple windows are maybe broken. Nothing too major, right? We're going to multiply this by 10. And that gives you a repair estimate of about $15,000, which is legit. That's about right for a 1,500 square foot property that just needs like light repairs. But if the same 1,500 square foot property, it needs a full gut, right? It needs a full gut. And this is like a method that you can have your VAs doing. If you can't do this, this is a quick replicatable process that can be done over and over and over again. So I highly recommend, if you're gonna have like a VA doing this, or you need like a really quick way, which is, I'm glad that you asked this question, Virginia. You need a really quick way to do this estimation. I believe that this may be the best way to actually do that math. So if you do this one by 50, we're talking about like 75 grand, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that. But, you know, it's going to be a half the amount. It's going to be a half the amount. I'm pretty sure that is 75 grand. That's going to be a half the amount. So that's kind of like a way to estimate that. For a 1,500 square foot property, that's not even like enormous. But if it needs a full gut, we're probably talking about 75. We may be talking about 100 if you go up to 60K. You know, so keep that in mind as well. And legitimately, a lot of these properties do need 100K in repairs to be ready to be resold on the open market. So keep that in mind. You know, not every property is going to be worth it to dive into, putting your time, energy, and effort into. Think of the buyer. Like, literally put yourself in the position of the buyer and ask yourself, would I want to buy this piece of shit? You know, like, you know, not to be too blunt about it, but for real though, you know, that's just serious. Like, would I be even trying to buy this clunker? Why am I trying to sell it to somebody else? I shouldn't be that thirsty to get money. I should only be trying to sell properties that I want. But that's just like a general way to think about it. All right. Virginia also says, question 2, can you forward your money to my account? Let's trade. Hey, Virginia, hey, look, if I had it, I'd make you take it. You know what I'm saying? For real, though. All right, Lorenzo said, is REI skip good? I have 1,016 properties I need to skip trace, or do you recommend something else? So I have heard of people using REI skip, Lorenzo. I haven't heard of anybody telling me that it was a bad idea or that they did a good experience. So I would recommend it. Maybe check it out. But just so you know, I do offer skip tracing as well as 30 cents per lead. That could get a little bit costly if we're talking about 1,000 leads. I think that would be closer to like $300. Regardless of who you use, it's probably going to be close to that amount anyway. But I offer skip tracing, or you could check out my guy, CC Garland. His channel, not his channel, but his Facebook page is Wholesaling Houses Future Alliance on Facebook. Check him out. And inside of the group, you'll see his text messaging company as well as his skip tracing company. I believe it's called like Helios or something like that. I wish I would actually remember it so I can just tell you on here. But check him out though, Lorenzo. Chef says, different keywords and canceling out certain words. Honestly, YouTubing and talking to people and coming up with keywords, all I'm finding are investors or wholesalers, no motivated sellers. Okay, so that's what you was talking about with the Craigslist, searching on Craigslist. So, different keywords. So, what I would do, Chef, is that I wouldn't even be searching for keywords. Like, I never search for keywords on there. What I do when I use Craigslist is that I'm posting on Craigslist to get people to call me. So it's more sort of like an inbound strategy. But also, if I am going to be like searching on there, I'm just searching inside of sections. So I would specifically be searching inside of real estate wanted, real estate by owner, real estate for sale, like things like that, and just be checking out the market and reaching out to people who seem more likely than not to actually be a buyer. That's what I would recommend on that end, bro. And try not to think too hard about it. Like, if it's not working, move on to the next strategy for you. You know, like if that strategy isn't working for you, on to the next one. You really want to be getting results, for real, especially when it comes to building up that buyer's list. You don't want to be using any type of strategies that aren't giving you quick and easy results. So do what I do and check out maybe GoSection8.com and ForRentByOwner.com. I highly recommend both of those sites to be able to find where buyers actually are, and it's not oversaturated with wholesalers and tire kickers. I have a lead of about 300. Kim says, I have a lead of about 300. How would I send it to you? I got the list off ListSource. So you got a lead list of about 300 people. So Kim, the bad thing is that, like, yeah, we don't skip trace leads that we haven't processed. At least we don't offer that service yet. Now we may add it on. In fact, like, if you want to send it to me, Kim, You can send it to ed@edwardhayes.org. If you send it to that email address, then I can take a look at it, and then I may even start adding on these services where it's like, if your leads came from XYZ company, then we can still skip tracing for you, because it isn't impossible for us to do it, but we just don't currently offer that service of skip tracing leads that didn't come from our system. So Chep says, okay, that inspection period been bugging me, so it doesn't have to be limited to 15 days. Definitely not, Chep. Thanks, bro. I'm on that email after your live. Okay, the right way. I'm looking forward to it, bro. Chep also says, Virginia, you snapped. Great. Wait, what? Chep, okay, Greg says, you can also go to your local Home Depot or Lowe's and just learn home products, and you should easily estimate. That's very true as well, Greg. For real. That's very true. But honestly, though, at the same time, though, Greg, I think that a lot of people, just going to Home Depot and stuff like that, they just gonna be walking down the aisles looking at 2x4s. They wouldn't even know where to start, even if it came to something like that. I feel like most people aren't too repair savvy. You know what I mean? I don't think I'm very repair savvy. I go up in there just like, what am I supposed to be doing up in here? Just be lost and confused. Alanda says, do you think getting your real estate license will be a must/need in order for people to continue to wholesale now that the new law is passed? So Alanda, specifically in Illinois, yes, I do believe that it's going to be an inevitability that if you want to continue to wholesale real estate in Illinois, you're going to need to do it immediately. You're going to need to go ahead and get this license. If I'm not mistaken, the new law is in effect immediately. So you don't want to get caught up and end up getting fined. $25,000, I believe the fine is, if they catch you wholesaling more than one property in a year. I don't know what kind of stuff this is, but it is what it is, and we just got to deal with it and roll with the punches, guys. So yeah, Alandis, I do believe that it's going to be a must. And it's just starting in Illinois, but just know that that could spread to other states. And if it does spread to other states, then it's going to essentially eliminate the vast majority of the market, because then you won't even be able to virtually wholesale without having a license in that other state. So as far as anybody that's trying to virtually wholesale, Illinois is not the place where you're trying to virtually wholesale. For real. All right, so Virginia says, thank you so much for that visual and taking that time to explain. LOL, so appreciate you. I want to cry. Hey, I got you, Virginia. I got you. You know I got you, for real. I believe that that's quick, easy, replicatable way to really, really process these repairs and just make it happen quickly. And also make your offers like contingent upon you confirming these numbers. So then you kind of protect yourself on that end as well. So just in case those numbers don't come out right, you don't have to feel bad. Like you could just cancel the contract if what the seller was telling you is not exactly what the numbers end up breaking down to be. Okay. Chep says, you know any resources to help gauge how bad a property is or isn't? I'm not really sure. I know the roof is expensive, and you could, I'm assuming, make kitchen and bathroom nice, but I don't really know how to gauge it. So Chep, what I like to use is a rehab estimator tool that they have baked inside of Propstream. So if you don't have Propstream already, for you or anybody else that's checking out this live stream, know that there's a link for Propstream down below. You can get it absolutely free for the first 7 days. After that, it's $99. But they have an estimator tool on there that allows you to pretty much just put in all of the things that you need done with the property, and it's gonna just literally tell you exactly what you need to spend, what you need to get. It's weird, but check it out. I'm telling you, it's a really, really cool estimation tool for the average person to be able to legitimately estimate repairs on the property. That's what I would recommend. All right. So real quick though, guys, it's getting a little bit later on, so I'm about to start wrapping this up. But before I do that, I want to give you all, a couple of you all, an opportunity to be able to get my wholesale real estate course, Wholesaling University, for absolutely free, guys. I'm about to bless two people today, 2 people this Wednesday with absolutely free access to my Wholesaling University online course. All right, and for those who don't end up getting it, just know you can grab it as well. It's still on sale. You can get it. Well, it's not. It's not on sale. It's for sale. It's not on sale. You know what I'm saying? So you can definitely still get it though. I've made it like very reasonably priced. There's over 75 videos. I'm showing you literally everything I know about wholesaling inside of this course. And I'm going to be updating the course as well and giving you all more content, making sure it's refreshed, making sure that it's good. So check it out, guys. I'm trying to put y'all onto the game with this new course. So let's see. Virginia, you won't want to miss our meeting on this subject next Wednesday night. Hey, there you go right there. There you go, Virginia. There you go. Exactly. You see, that's why these sessions are important. Come out, network, make connections right there. Dan and Virginia, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Kim says, I went to Home Depot 2 days ago asking a contractor a few questions. I had clear pictures, but he wouldn't answer anything unless I showed him the house. He said he's trying to go get that work. Kim says, me. Virginia says, good luck, everyone. He's a beast. Chip says, have you done any videos that explain how to do that contingency to get out of the deal in your contract? And Good was supposed to say, got it. Oh, okay. Okay, so Chip, when it comes to that specific video, I don't have that video. So let me write that down. What was it again? Oh, yeah, how to get out. I'm going to write that down. And then I'm dead serious too. Like, I'm legit gonna try to make a video on this. How to get out of contract video. I think that will actually help a lot of people out that wonder that same question all the time. So guys, for all of you all that made it to this point, like I said, I want to give a couple of you all an opportunity to be able to get access to my Wholesaling University course so y'all can win out here, you know. Next year there's going to be a recession. You know, this year is almost over, guys. Peak sales are just about to start to drop down because we're about to go into the fall. We're about to go into the winter, guys. So this is it. It's time to get this money. So by the time that next year's recession hits, you are the buyer, all right? So let's go ahead. Let me give you all an opportunity to get this course, okay? All right. Prince says, hey, man, keep it up, brother. You're an inspiration all the way from Dallas, Texas, my man, Prince. All right, Trey, I see you, bro. Dallas, shout out to Dallas. Let's get it. Lorenzo said, what do I put on the legal description? Thank you so much for the knowledge. It's my pleasure, Kim. Lorenzo, hold on. Matter of fact, Lorenzo, we may need to hop on a call after this session, bro, so then I can give you the specifics about the video, about the contract. But just know that there is a video inside of the course that shows you exactly what to put on all of the lines inside of the contract, bro. I'm sweating like crazy out here. That's crazy. That question was before you said you was going to wrap up. That question was before you said question equal question. Do you have some on virtual wholesaling? I do. Check it out. It's inside of the course too, Virginia. I've opened up the course as well to where you all can just click on all of the videos from the jump. I made it to where at first, well, you all had to go through each individual video, but I've changed up the format so you all can just get in there, get what you need most, and kind of take the course apart as though it was like a book. And you can go chapter by chapter, but you can dive into chapter 36 right now if you want. So I hope that helps. All right, though, guys. All right, so let's do this. So what I like to do at the end of these sessions is, like I said, give you all an opportunity to win the course. And I'm going to do that with a trivia question. So if you all were listening, if you all been checking out this entire video, you all should know the answer to this, all right? And real quick, before I do this, if you weren't here at the beginning and you haven't hit that like button already, go ahead and just gently tap that like button for me. One time, I would appreciate it. Support the content like Virginia says. Just support the content one time. I would appreciate it. Anyway, all right, guys, so here we go. So my question for you all today, hold on, give me a second. Let me think. Let me go back into the comments. I'm going to use something from the actual session. I'm going to hold on real quick. Let me just check this out real quick. Let me scroll a little bit. All right, hold on real quick. Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna do it like this because I actually said this enough times within this session to make this a fair enough question right here. I typically don't do it like this, but this is going to be a special question this week, just because I got this question so many times on this session. So the question is going to be this. There's a guy that I spoke of like 3 or 4 times on this session. People ask like, hey, where can I get skip tracing done? People was asking like, hey, what text messaging company can I use? And I talked about this guy like 2, 3, 4 times on this session. What is this guy's name? What is this guy's name for the course, guys? Let's see. Oh, no bueno, no. Not for tech. Bang! There we go. There you go, right there. CC Garland. So Kim is in there. Bang. Hey, Lorenzo, you already got it, bro. Little man, hey, little man, you in there, little man? Hey, you in there, little man, you say you right here, little man. I see you. I see you, little man. Hey, y'all so funny. What? All right, so little man, and Lil Man and Kim H is gonna be the ones who actually get in there. Prince Trey, you say you got the same for? Yeah, I know, man. Nah, not in this one. It wasn't Dan in this one, but hey, I'm glad that all of y'all actually remember Dan too, though, because he's an important guy. He about to change our lives for real. But yeah, so it looks like it's gonna be Lil Man, Lil Man and Kim H. All right, so guys, what I need y'all to do. Oh man, oh yeah, you probably did, Prince, the whole time. You probably did. So real quick, Lil Man and Kim H. What I need y'all to do is that I need y'all to go to Facebook, and I need y'all to just add me on there, or just send me a message on Facebook. Just search Edward Hayes, or join my Facebook group. Actually, this is exactly what I want you to do. Join my Facebook group, Wholesale Deals and Strategies. Wholesale Deals and Strategies. Join my Facebook group if you aren't already, and then like when you get there, find my face, click on it, and send me a message. And just be like, hey Ed, it's Lil Man. Hey Ed, it's Kim H. I just won the course. Bang. That's all I need you to do. And I got you guys. Y'all know I'm always out here looking out for y'all. Always. My video moving slow. Oh, the wrong way. Chap, dang. The wrong way. And that was funny. I saw that name, Lil Man. That had me rolling. I'm not gonna lie. That was classic. That was classic. For real. Hey, I appreciate you, Dan. I appreciate you, Dan. You said the GOAT. Hey, Lil Man, my man's. Real quick. Oh, I was about to say, yeah, where's my phone? I'm on it. I'm doing the live stream on my phone today or whatever. I wanted to try out this format. It's actually pretty good. Yeah, congrats, guys. Congrats, guys. Give a shout out to Lil Man and Kim H. They came up in the world. There's Lorenzo right there, Dan. Lorenzo and Dan know each other from the Mastermind session, guys. Hey, y'all got to make sure when I do the next Mastermind session that y'all come out live in Chicago, man. We was out there. It was a really good session, man. We enjoyed ourselves. I'm really looking forward to seeing you all out at the next one. Also, guys, real quick, like I told you all before, if you are interested in grabbing Wholesaling University, whether you want or not, go ahead and check it out. It's in the links in the description, guys. It's the very first link right there. Like I said, it's over 75 videos I'm trying to put y'all on. If y'all don't need it, don't grab it. But it's out here changing people's lives. I'm just trying to put y'all on to the game. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Dan, get with me on Facebook, Chet Woods. Bang, bang. There we go. Networking. You know, we out here. Anyway, though, guys, I appreciate every single one of you all coming out. Oh, one more thing before I wrap it up as well. Keep talking, guys, but one more thing before I wrap it up. I want you all to know as well that I just started my brand new YouTube. I'm literally about to post. Finally made the videos, guys. I finally got the videos together for the new channel, guys. I got a couple videos already in the pipeline. So I want y'all to go over and subscribe to the new YouTube channel like as soon as possible, guys. It's going to be talking about online marketing, some of the stuff that I was talking about at the beginning of the channel, and it's gonna be next level, guys. I really put that on everything. I truly in my heart believe that I'm gonna make more millionaires with this new channel than anything that I could possibly imagine, like for real. Because like I told you all earlier, all the attention of the world is inside of this phone. I'm going to be making videos to show you how to get into the phone and how to monetize this phone, this device that you hold right now, how to turn that into a cash cow, how to turn that into your ATM. All right, so I do not have the link to, unfortunately, I didn't put the link to the new channel inside of this video, but I'm gonna do it once I stop this video, like probably within the next 30 minutes, I will have put the link inside of the description of this video, so check it out and subscribe to the new channel, guys. I would appreciate you all so much for already being right there ready for me when I launch this first video. I'm probably gonna launch it either tomorrow or the following day, guys. It's already ready. So be prepared. I'm so looking forward to that. And I've got a new Mastermind video coming out with my brother from another mother, Williams Mesador, this Friday, guys. So anyway, that's just about it for me, though, guys. Just wanted to give you all a couple more updates. Put it in the group. There you go, Virginia. That's a great idea. So, LOL, say, tell us next live event or Mastermind, please. Yeah, I got you, Prince. I got you, bro. I got you. Bang. All right, though, guys. I appreciate every single one of y'all for coming out and making these sessions live. As always, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. And until next time, guys, I am out. That is it. Hey, it's my pleasure, bro. It's my pleasure. Till next time, guys. Y'all be easy.